Are you late for something? What are you doing?
I guess not technically, but there is somewhere that I would like to be.
Where on earth would you like to be other than sitting here with your best fucking idiot friend?
Well, that first of all is a great point, Jordan. I love you, brother. Kinda. But my buddy
kinda? Was it
what?
what? Your
No,
buddy?
I coughed.
Me?
Not exactly.
Who else are you even friends with? I mean, this
Imagine
is
like you,
mm-hmm.
but like a little bit cooler.
Mm.
Also, like maybe a skosh traditionally nerdier. Mix it in a pot, and you have a recipe for success, my friend.
And what would
I'm talking about twitch.tv/JoeyRodie.
JoeyRodie?
Yeah. JoeyRodie. Can I say it any clearer?
I don't think so. I think you got it already. So twitch.tv/JoeyRodie. And what is that? What does he do? What does that mean?
So he's a streamer. He streams games like It Takes Two, some spooky ass games that honestly give me the heebie-jeebies before bed. But
I can't deal with that. I'm gonna stick with the fun games.
Well,
but
you're missing out.
Sometimes I like to be titillated, so I could do okay, word. Not like that. I'm just saying
nice.
In general. No, I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, no. So
anyway,
Joe gets on Twitch and streams, and do you have any?
Well, if you don't believe me, Jordan, then why don't you check out this clip right here?
Dude, I got a scythe. Why do I have a scythe?
Need to get rid of it.
Wait, sickle attack this.
I can piss on things too.
Stick, bro. This is not.
I don't know if I believe you still, because I don't know who that was, but it definitely was entertaining. That's what I know for sure.
Oh, well, then maybe you should check out this clip right here.
Oh, the man with the crank. The man with the crank. Look.
Oh, this man. He's going to crank it in public. He's cranking it right in front of the train.
Let's go.
Yes. This man's cranking it in public.
Oh. Well, I'm fully boned up right now, ready to watch anything JoeyRodie does on Twitch. So I'm going to be going to twitch.tv/JoeyRodie and release my bone. Anyway, let's start this episode.
Yeah, check out his Twitch and stick around for a minute if you're interested in hearing more about our friend. Should we start it?
Let's do it.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two fucking idiots.
No, well, you just gotta say something stupid.
Oh, like, something stupid?
Yeah,
sure, like
typically.
Jordan Field has so many people that actually care about him.
That's fucking mean.
You're right. I'm sorry. That's my first.
My self-esteem. Anyway, my self-esteem was this big, and then you said that, and it's like this big.
Now is that like in meters, like on a map?
I don't know like where miles? The legend. I don't know where the legend is on this in this map. Anyway, welcome back. This is episode 21.
That's right.
Joe Rodriguez in the house. Say hello.
What's up, boys?
The actual friend JoeyRodie on Twitch.
Yep. That's right.
Thanks for coming.
Former bandmate.
Hanging out.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm honored. I'm nervous.
Literally, I talked to Stuke the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, we couldn't do this on Wednesday because Joe said he has to do your fucking podcast." And I was like, "That sounds awesome, actually. That sounds super cool that there's like other people, competing with us at this point."
It's gonna happen when you're number one. So
we're the only one. That's it.
We're the only one. Yeah.
Y'all are number one.
What's up, Joe? How's it going, man?
Yo, so good. Just vibing. Keeping it real. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, just had a cold brew right now at this late hour, so I don't know. I might be jittery. Who knows? But super excited to be here.
Is that a coffee or a beer? I don't know anything about drinks.
What?
Oh, for real? Oh. It is a coffee. It's like a high potent coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. I actually got the the Charlie D'Amico
The
cold brew.
Charlie?
The Charlie. Are you familiar with the
Oh,
Charlie,
man.
Robbie?
Oh,
We talk about
I've seen
TikTok
it.
every fucking episode. Of course, we know who that is.
Of course, Charlie. She loves her Dunkin', you
She
know,
loves
and
her
so
Dunkin'.
do we.
And you know what? She's got good taste. She's got a great signature cold brew. I highly recommend it.
I think she probably sat down in the lab with them and figured it out, right?
She had a lab coat and goggles. She was like in there testing it out with Mr. Duncan.
There was like an actual scientist who was like, "Stop dancing. We're doing.
Renegade.
Give me that beaker."
Well, they had to like isolate just the energy from her dance and
True.
Yeah.
infuse it into the drink.
That makes
Like
sense.
one
That makes
drop
sense.
of Charlie sweat.
I wish I had
and
my own like custom anything from any
Anything.
place.
What would it
Like
be?
you go to Chili's and they're like, "Oh, would you like the Jordan?" And they're like, "What is that?" "Oh, it's macaroni with hot dogs. That's all it is."
Would that be the Jordan?
Is that the
Uh,
Jordan?
I think
it's
so,
gotta be.
man. That's a good.
That's the
I mean,
Jordan.
it's Kraft macaroni. Don't fucking get at me with your Velveeta shit.
Please, you're reigniting a fire here.
Throwbacks.
We
What kind of
we
sauce? What kind
put
of hot dogs?
Let's go ballpark.
gotta know this.
Let's go ballpark.
Ballpark?
Yeah,
Ballpark? It's got to be Oscar Mayer wieners, dude. Come on.
Honestly, one hot dog's the same. Let's be honest. I don't know.
Hebrew National. What are we talking about here?
Hot dogs are. I mean, we can go on a tangent for hours, but hot dogs are different, Jordan. You can't. They're not all the same.
They're not all the same.
Robbie, what would
Short
what would
and
the Robbie
plump?
be?
Long and thin. At this point in my life, it would probably be like it'd be like being a single dad and like extremely lonely, you know, like nobody loves me. Is that what we're talking about?
That's the
Is that
Robbie.
where
So
we're-
if I go to like a friggin' like a Chili's, I'm like, let me get the Robbie.
yeah, they bring you like a kid's meal and then like a glass of water because
And
I'm
a
hungry. I
script.
can't eat anymore.
And there's a script where you, while you're eating, you have to say a few things like
Mm-hmm.
2 more bites, 2 more bites,
Mm-hmm. And then you got to cry a little
a
bit
big bite,
because
a big bite.
I haven't been eating a lot and I am always hungry. I am just I've got the hunger of 1,000 men right now. I'm fighting it and I'm in a great mood because of it. So
Joe,
How about you?
Inevitably, what would be your?
Yeah.
Oh shit. That I mean, I should have thought about this while you
Yeah,
were
right?
talking. Like, we're a smarter man. Oh man, the Joe would honestly be, it would be just a classic double bacon cheeseburger.
okay.
With like a root beer on the side and onion rings. It would be like a meal combined, like
Yeah.
just some
All
nice
right.
battered onion rings.
Joe,
You didn't
wins.
put any thought into that.
Yeah,
at
I
all.
didn't put any.
No.
His
Here's my
sounds the best
question.
though, honestly.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up right after I just said I don't need anything. But anyway, are we talking like thin McDonald's patties? Or are
No,
we
no, no.
talking like
Thick,
half
medium,
pound?
rare, juicy,
You know what?
wonderful.
You know what I'm into actually? I'm into like the
Can't wait.
like the Culver's patties. You know, they're like a little thinner.
Oh,
And crispier?
smashed.
They're like
You
smash
smashed
them a
to
little bit?
Is
fuck.
that,
Yeah.
that's the phrase, right? The word smash burgers.
Yep.
We don't
think
have
so.
Culver's out here, and
I was gonna ask. Yeah.
I pine for them. Honestly, I'm like, I wish there was one out here. And then somebody's like, "What's Culver's?" And I'm like, "It's a burger place. There's there's
Wisconsin.
custard." And Steph, we actually got custard a couple days ago. Somebody at work like bought a bunch, and she was like, "This is not custard." And I was like,
Oh damn.
"Close. It's close. I mean, come on." And she was like, "It's not Culver's." I'm like, "You're right, but I'm not gonna
Culver's is-
fucking be crazy here."
Culver's is good, man.
Yeah.
When I was in the city, I think there was a Culver's, but it was like out west, and I couldn't get there
Yeah.
on public
it's far.
transportation. But now that I'm in the northern suburbs, there's a Culver's just right by the Walmart. I
Yeah.
go there every week. But you know what? A Culver's just opened up like near my apartment in Chicago, like where I lived.
Oh,
Like,
well,
this
you gotta
week.
go
Were you-
back.
Were you north side? Were you like?
I was north side. I was in uptown, so almost as far north as you can go, while
Yeah.
still calling it Chicago.
What do you
Well,
mean?
Yeah,
I
we
live
all
in
grew up
Chicago
in
right
Chicago.
now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're all in Chicago. I forgot.
Just a quick 47, 50 miles to downtown. I'd say
we're in Chicago's backyard.
Yeah,
Chicagoans, you know.
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah, that's-
Chicago.
That's where I'm
That's
from.
right.
That's funny.
Are you moving back down? Is that the plan?
That's the plan eventually. I don't know when.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the fall.
Everything's still kind of opening up. It's like everything that you want to.
Everything's opening up. I'm excited.
No masks.
No
one has to wear masks anymore. So
Mhm.
I still do personally.
I do.
But
when
yeah.
I do just
when
because I don't groom as well as I should, and it's just like, man, I'll just hide it.
Yeah.
It's nice. I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I walked into Chipotle yesterday, right
Mhm.
behind the Lake Forest lacrosse team, and they were all in like
All of
Range
them?
Rovers and like dude, how many people play lacrosse? There was like
Fucking
15 guys
15
in there.
on the team, I think. I don't even know.
Was Frankie Tortellini and Bobby Derrick there? The entire
Dude, you know
squad?
Bobby. Oh, the whole squad, dude, even the bench
Okay.
warmers. So one guy had like a hard hat on, and then one
He's
kid
a
was like,
construction worker.
I guess he's moonlighting as a construction worker to
Hey,
pay
he's
his Lake
paying
Forest
for his
bills.
school.
Yeah, his parents have millions of dollars, let's just be honest. But
yeah,
they're all like, "What's up, Keegan? You don't have to wear your mask if you're vaccinated." He's like, "Really, Bryson? Where'd you see that?" He's like, "I don't know, Hunter, the news." And so they just all ripped their masks off and they started like chest bumping and calling.
That is so Bryson and Hunter, though. They would do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's them.
Tortellini was chilling though. He was super nice about it. So
Tortellini's good. He's respectful. He follows the
Great
CDC
guy.
guidelines.
Well, 100%. Yeah, exactly. That's why I have mad respect for that guy. So
I will still like I when I go to the drive-through, like I put on my mask when I'm like paying or like getting food. If I have to interact with like a service worker, I'm gonna put on my mask.
Oh yeah, mostly because I just don't want them to see my face.
Yeah,
that's definitely true.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm starting to get like I'm starting to get like wings in my hair from the mask. Like it gets caught, and then I'll be like, "Why is my hair look like Jim from The Office?" At certain points, I don't know. It's what you gotta deal with. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm definitely
brag about it. I mean,
yeah. Sorry, Joe's got
my
a great head of
skin
hair.
is starting to wrinkle or something. I don't know. That's as good as I can do.
It's eczema, Robbie. That's
eczema. I just don't want them to see my face because it's like I ordered 2 half-pound beef and cheddars, 2 orders of curly fries, and some potato pancakes with a large Coke from Arby's. And so it's like I don't want anyone to recognize me. So
yeah, that's true.
That second meal could be for anyone. Bro. That is, that could be for anyone.
You should just hold on.
It could
I got a perfect idea to get out of that anxiety you're feeling about ordering
let's hear it.
Insane amount of food. Just make yourself like a DoorDash hat and just be like, yeah, this is for a college dorm room. All of this. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know how some people will put like mannequins in their seat to legally go through the carpool lane?
Yeah.
You should do that. Just get a mannequin, put it in your car. That's a whole other like set of issues, but
I gotta order 2 drinks though, then, and so I guess.
Are you not gonna drink them, Robbie? Come on.
I'm a thirsty boy. All right. I'm a thick, thirsty boy. So
that's funny.
1 regular and 1 diet. That's how.
So Joe does Twitch because we've advertise. I don't know. We fucking talked about it a few times. I don't want to call it an advertisement because it's really just us like forgetting half of what we're trying to say.
Exactly.
Twitch. He's been doing it a long time. He plays
over
scary
50
games.
Over 50 subscribers, right? Or followers.
I'm sitting at a nice 68 right now.
Ooh,
wow.
It's actually really funny you say that because we had 62 subscribers.
We did
before the podcast dropped today, and now we have 61. So something happened.
I don't know.
I have no idea what the fuck happened, but
these guys are releasing content too regularly.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I was slightly bummed for like 3 minutes. Like, what did we say?
Jordan,
what the fuck happened?
And I feel like this was not one of our racier.
No,
podcasts.
I definitely.
It was pretty PG.
I thought it was fine.
Maybe that's why.
I wish I had like a printout. Oh, you know what? From now on, every day I'm just gonna print out all of our subscribers, and then if anything changes, I'm gonna fucking figure out the difference.
Wait, can you actually see your subscribers, like your list of? No,
can we? They pop up when they subscribe. It'll be like JoeyRodie, follow or subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
But then I've tried to look up an actual list. It doesn't work. YouTube's not about that. They're like, don't.
Well, I think they're probably like so many YouTube channels have like thousands and thousands of subscribers. It's like probably not worth it.
Yeah.
For people that have 61.
Hey, you're better than the schmucks that have 60.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck those guys.
Joe, this is why you're here, bro. Straight
go.
up.
You know what?
So-
You can't like, or go ahead.
No.
I was gonna say you can't be too obsessed about the numbers though, because like I'll notice on Twitch or like on Twitter or whatever, like I'll notice my follower count, which is something I do obsess over, will go up and down. It'll fluctuate up and down, and I won't get any new followers, so people aren't necessarily unfollowing me and following me back. I don't know what that means, but
People are just fucking with you.
they're just fucking with me.
I don't know if you saw, Rob, the beginning of the last episode, the part where you were like, go and click fucking Mike Finch's name or whatever. Did you see that part or no?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to do that motion to like record it, right? So I had to unsubscribe from Mike and resubscribe to do it. But I fucked it up like 6 times. And I was like, somewhere Mike Finch is looking at his phone like, what the fuck is going on? Like he's just getting alerts about Two Fucking Idiots podcast for some reason, unfollowing and following him back and forth.
Maybe it was him.
Yeah, it's possible.
No, I'm not trying to fight Well, actually, I did challenge him to a boxing match. Like who I do with everyone.
Yeah.
Mike probably, but
okay.
It would be a decision. He'd win a split decision. You know, it'd be super close. But he thinks he'd knock me out in the first round, and I'm like, you can't.
I couldn't even see. You're going too fast.
Camera can't even keep up with that. So.
Oh my goodness.
That actually brings me to an age-old question that I wanted to ask you.
Oh god.
Because I don't know if you've heard, but our friends seem to have a healthy debate over who would win in a fight, you or me.
Ooh, this is an age-old question.
This is 9 years old.
Yeah.
Right?
8, 9, 10.
Are we talking about something else like the
all the way
Middle East or something like?
Yeah, something light and breezy like that for sure. So never mind. I was gonna equate one of us to each power, and I'm not gonna do that.
No, you want to have 60 subscribers if you keep this up? Fucking just shut up.
Oh, I'm gonna get fired from my job. But anyway,
don't do it.
No, I'm just kidding. Because you would obviously beat me.
I would win. Well, it would be close. Well,
no, not even.
I train every day, Robbie. Every day.
I know. I can't compete with that.
It's mostly mental. Like, you know how like when an athlete like will like envision their move or whatever, like the game,
exactly.
like the night before. It's mostly like mental training, but
you're like
he's doing it.
Cher Jenkins just emailed us. You're like laying in your bed imagining like bobbing and weaving.
Yeah.
And no, I totally get it. I just hit the heavy bag every night and like am an undefeated cage fighter. But I mean, like,
God, can we all just sigh collectively?
Me too. Was I supposed to be?
Yeah, you're part of this. Collectively.
But any chance I have to bring that up, I do. That I fought in a cage against a man. And
it makes sense.
He's dead now, but that's not the point.
You've mentioned
what did he die from?
Shame.
What did you shame? Oh, he's a fat piece of shit. He wrote on his Facebook before the fight. He was like, "Hey, big boy, you better eat your Wheaties and bring a pillow because I'm putting you to sleep." And I didn't see it till after the fight, but I was like, "That's a pretty good line."
For real?
He wrote that, yeah. And,
wait.
And this was before Facebook was even. This was 2010. You know, this is a long time ago. So
was he doing it as a bit, or was he like legitimately trying to intimidate you?
I don't know, dude. I think he was trying to be tough for his family and friends.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he didn't post any pictures of his face after the fight. Give me some.
Hey, let's go.
What's up? 3-way knuckles, baby.
That's hilarious.
But yeah. But anyway,
he told you to eat your Wheaties. Like, is he my dad? I feel like that's an old. Who's eaten Wheaties since like 1986 before Bruce Jenner was on it?
True. I could use that.
So. I don't even know where to find Wheaties at this point.
Maybe he thought I was a lactose intolerant and it would give me the shits and then I wouldn't be, he just assumed looking at me that I was lactose intolerant or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you'd be on the toilet the entire fight.
Are you sure you're not lactose intolerant actually? Because you be pooping a lot.
Let's just bring up my bowel movements, huh? Let's just talk about it.
Is this a segment where we talk about poop?
Yeah,
we talk about my BMs every episode. So Yeah, I mean, I might be.
Like you're plenty regular, but like regular in a sense of like it's always an emergency. You always need to run there.
Sure. And running and having to shit do not mix well. Yeah, maybe I have a chapped crack from time to time, because I had some cookies and milk, but it's like, who doesn't shit that much, right, Joe?
Yeah, come on, we all shit. Don't be ashamed of it.
That's the title right there. Yeah, come on, we all shit.
Come on, we all shit. That's perfect.
That's hilarious.
That's ridiculous. I've been obsessed with watching track meets on YouTube recently.
Okay. What age range are we talking about, first of all?
He's like 6-year-olds. They fucking get
all right. Let's chill. I did watch a 9-10 4x100 meter relay the other day, and an 8-year-old might have been the fastest kid I've ever seen in my life.
Were they just flossing the whole time while they're fucking running?
Just going through. Mostly like collegiate or like pro track or the Olympics, Olympic trials and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because I've never been a sprinter, but I'm like, if there's a 4x400 relay, I'm in there like screaming. I'm like, 46 seconds. Let's go 46. It's a respectable time, if you're wondering. So
did you get when I was little, I remember like watching the Olympics and seeing those like long distance runners and distinctly being like, I can run faster than them.
Oh,
and my dad was like, no, you can't.
Dude,
and I was like, they're not even running. Like they don't even have their arms like this, Dad. Like
they don't have their arms like that. Their shoes don't even light up. First of all, come on.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Their shoes don't have flames on them.
No Velcro, no nothing.
No Velcro.
Dude, yeah, how are they even staying out?
Come on.
I was like defiant for years. I was just like, yeah, Dad, I'm way fucking faster than these fucking morons.
To be fair though, in fucking at least in middle school, you were lightning fast. You were the fastest kid in our middle school.
Yeah, I just had strong legs. I don't know.
Yeah,
working.
True.
I don't know what it was. It was like 6th grade. They were like, let's do a whole race for some reason. And I was just like,
winner gets a Jolly Rancher.
I was literally 45 yards ahead of everyone. Like, what the am I fast as shit or what's happening? Yeah, I don't know what happened, man.
Yeah, I was struggling to keep up with like the kid in a wheelchair. He's like rolling on grass. He's not moving that fast.
I remember Joe mentioned like no light up shoes or whatever. I remember I had some shoes that had like a vented side to them. And I remember like telling my mom, like, see, the air is going to go through the vent and it'll be faster, Mom. And she was probably just like, shut the fuck up. Like
it's basic science, Mom.
Yeah.
Like when Sawyer talks, are you constantly just like, stop with your nonsense?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate everything he says, and it's never annoying.
Oh, okay. Wow, I believe that. That's awesome.
When Sawyer gets new shoes, does he have to like show you how fast he is?
Just basically any time of day, he does the whole last person to the insert object here is a rotten egg.
Yeah.
Unless I win, then he's like, I said first person. First person's a rotten egg.
Okay. That's good. That's pretty smart though.
Do you make him go get stuff by fake timing him?
Not so much. I'm just an asshole.
I used to do that to my brother. I'd be like, can you get my fucking shoes? And he'd be like, no. And I'd be like, I'll time you. And he'd be like, just fucking super fast.
That's genius.
It worked for like 6 years. And then when it stopped, I was like, fuck, I ran out. Ran out of luck.
This was like a year or two ago that he stopped.
Or I used
Jeremy
to be able to like
in the comments.
I used to be able to like trick him into not tattling on me too. Like I'd like we'd be like fake like wrestling, and unfortunately I was just bigger than him, so I would like accidentally hurt him sometimes, and he'd be like crying, and I'd be like, Jeremy, look, and he'd be like laughing, and I'd be like, oh, thank God. Whew.
You
one more
just do
whale.
the whole lay down and start crying yourself thing, so that your parents have to just guess who is really in trouble.
I should have done that. I never did. I just tricked my brother into.
Me neither. You have a younger brother, Joe.
Oh, I do. I have one younger brother. I have a lot of brothers. I have one younger brother though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting ripped, isn't he? Pretty sure we're friends on Instagram or something.
Dude, I remember that kid being like fucking 6.
Yeah, seriously.
When you guys were coming over,
It's so crazy, man. Steph's got a cousin who, when we first started dating, she was like 10, and like one day we were on the train a couple years ago going to Chicago, and she like walked by us, and immediately I was like, when did she become an adult? Like, what the fuck? Like, I remember this little tiny kid, and now she's just like a woman. This is weird. I don't know.
She's hot now.
I mean,
I've never met her. She could be.
You've seen a picture of that family that you were just like, wowza, at every single.
Did you have cartoon eyes?
Yeah,
they're all hot somehow. I don't know. Hopefully they're listening, ladies. Wink. What's that?
Oh, okay. Exactly. That's a lot of bings I gotta put in here. Okay.
Yeah, add them in. So obviously you have been streaming. You and Stuke have been doing It Takes Two, which is quite a roller coaster ride.
Such a funny game.
I'm like laughing and then crying and then screaming.
That game is pretty effed. Like it looks like a children's game, and I think I posted this on Facebook, but like I've played so many violent and like hardcore and just like disturbing video games. That scene in particular that I won't explicitly talk about in case of spoilers. I don't know if anyone watching this is currently in it Takes Two run through.
You never know.
You never know. Trying to be courteous to those guys, but it's pretty effed, man. It was wild. I was thinking about that scene for like days. I still think about it.
Oh, geez. That's, I mean, heartbreaking. They should put a trigger warning at the beginning. All right, I wasn't ready. I was like,
I've caught it
game.
Like intermittently. I saw it the first night you guys played, and I was like, what the hell is this game? I was so confused. But you guys played it on Monday, and we have kickball on Mondays, so we totally like we catch it like here and there, and then it's definitely an interesting game for sure. I don't know.
Yeah. I've logged about 10 or 11 hours of watch time. I mean, I've seen most of what you guys have done because I thought it would be over like in the second episode. Dude, so I was like, oh, I'll watch 4 more hours. Why not?
It's a long ass game. It's a long game.
I feel like I missed out. Like I never watched anybody's Twitch because I had no idea what it was. And then Stuke was like, I'm thinking about starting a Twitch. So we like tuned in. And now I'm like, this is actually kind of fun watching people play a game that either I don't have or wow, they're way fucking better than me.
Yeah, most of them.
Sad feeling.
I mean, it's good. It's cool to watch people like play games. I know people like to knock like watching Twitch streamers or whatever, but I don't know. Sometimes you're just like into a game for the like the atmosphere or the story. You don't want to necessarily play it.
Yeah.
That's a pure gamer right there. I never even thought of that. I was just like, maybe I could cheat. I could learn how to cheat.
I'm not even good enough to learn how to cheat, but for me, it's like you and Stuke are actually good at the steps it takes to get places. Like when one of you was like, someone was like flying something and someone was like shooting something. I was like, I wouldn't have hit a single person with that gun and I would have crashed that plane. So whoever would be my partner would not be very happy with me.
To be fair, Robbie's played video games for like 3 minutes. Like he doesn't have any experience.
You just got an Xbox, didn't you? Like very recently.
I bought one for Sawyer for Christmas. Yeah. So that's what I play on now. But
yeah, I mean, he's getting there for sure. He just doesn't have like the hours and hours and hours that we all have, you know.
Yeah. We were kind of raised by video games, by Mario.
Like, sometimes sometimes Steph and I will play and she'll be like, I'll be like, hit the B button, and I'll see her look down at the controller and I'll be like, you don't know what the fucking B button is by now? It's that one. It's just
divorce.
Yeah, for sure.
That's grounds for one.
I even know the PlayStation controls. I mean, I don't even really play the PlayStation that much.
Triangle.
There's some shapes in there. You know,
circle, square, X, right?
Sure.
Am I close?
I think so. Triangle, square. Yeah, they're shapes. They're
like
there.
That.
Who knows?
Yeah, well, I do, obviously, because I'm a genius, but
Triangle,
so we met.
Triangle.
Oh,
that's what I was thinking. Exactly.
That's what I said, I think.
No, Robbie,
you would literally have
Robbie was definitely wrong.
I'm always right, and
for sure wrong.
You're wrong. So anyway. I'm the smart one in this friendship. Anyway, sorry that you had to hear that, Joe.
Jordan behind the curtains. It's
a little
it's how the sausage is made, huh?
Yep. We're definitely making sausage.
Oh yeah. Spicy fucking sausage.
Ooh, it's getting hot in here.
So we met Probably what Joplin's Java in Waukegan in like 2007, maybe.
Oh crap! Yeah. Oh my
Checkbox
goodness.
Show.
Checkbox
like a-
show.
Yeah.
Were we
Definite-
AWOL at the time?
You were
Fuck,
AWOL.
dude, who knows? Dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That was,
Was it-
before definite change. That was.
I don't think I could
There's, like-
remember anything from that night because I was just worried about getting a ticket because we parked on the street and I don't know if we paid. No, I'm just kidding. I
I'm
have
pretty
no
sure
idea.
you ran a red light if I'm remembering correctly in the truck. But I remember there being
Dad's
like
truck.
a weird.
Shit. You're probably right.
Yeah. Sorry, Dad. I remember there being like a weird rivalry, and for no reason at all. Like we all could have just been best buds starting then, but it all came full circle and we started a band together, right? First rule of Fight Club, which was dope.
Mhm.
And really, are you still playing music at all? I see the guitar in the background. Have you been jamming?
Oh, that's funny. I do. It looks like I play guitar, doesn't it?
Sure does.
I
Don't
that
act like you didn't put that there on purpose so the
I mean,
ladies would see it. Okay.
it's for the ladies. Come on.
Yeah.
I got a dresser. Hey, I organize my clothes, ladies. I got my life together.
Is that a giant slinky?
Oh.
Yeah, it is. I can't pull. There's stuff inside of it. I can't pull it off, but it is a giant ass slinky.
Ladies.
That guitar is missing a string, and it's been missing a string for about 4 months. Too lazy to put it on. So
Yeah.
Who needs all six? You know,
I bought some new tuners for a guitar that I have, and I just don't. I'm never gonna take off the original strings until I break all 6 of them. So I'm just
Mhm.
waiting. I'm just waiting to put them on. I don't know. They're just sitting here. Kind of expensive.
do you also play anything? Like I don't even play recreationally or just for fun. The guitars just sit there, honestly.
yeah.
I don't, but randomly we decided to record some old shit that we played.
Oh, nice.
And that kind of got me a little excited to play again. But then that just quickly went away the more goddamn podcast episodes we put out. So I don't have any time for fun. I just record and edit. And then while I'm, it's too much. I don't know. I'm not really going to play for anybody anymore. So, I mean,
I'm blissfully ignorant because, well, one, Jordan is always way better at editing things than me. So it's like I kind of lean on that. But yeah, he does probably 90% of the work for this podcast. So
Robbie, what do you bring in? What do you bring into the podcast, Robbie?
Well, not much.
at least
So,
like 40 of those 61 subscribers are probably from you.
I'm pretty popular, so
But
I've got at
that
least
one
The
that we
hype
lost
man.
was probably
Yep.
from you as well, though. So,
Yeah.
I did make the single mom joke. I think that must have done it,
all right, we just
know.
need to suck everyone's dick on this fucking podcast. Just say you love everything.
Love
Nobody,
'em.
we're not going to make fun of anything else from now on. That's it.
So Jews, am I right? Okay, I take it back. Jordan gave me a piano when he moved because he didn't want to bring it all the way to Reno, and I played it heavy for like a week.
Yeah.
I even bought a sustain cable, like a sustain pedal to plug in the back so it
Sure.
sounded better. And I'll sit down at it from time to time, but mostly like Sawyer, I'll be like, "Can I play the piano?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then after a minute, I'm like, "Great job."
He goes
Move
to like
fuck
the sound
on.
effects fucking
Yeah.
preset. And he's just like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
man,
yeah,
well,
My
It's always-
grandparents had a piano when I was little, and I remember being like 5 and sitting down at the piano and thinking that I was a fucking musical genius, like I'm like bum bum, but really looking back on it, I was just slamming my hands down on the keyboard. It was atrocious.
I learned how to
honestly.
play Mary Had a Little Lamb at like camp one day. And so I went home and I had a little keyboard and I put like tape on the fucking 4 notes that I needed to remember to play it.
Mhm.
And I mean, I can still play it to this day, like nobody's business.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's pretty fucking easy, but I learned it at a young age. I mean, it's cool. Whatever.
Hey,
I'm impressed. I'm so
that's
impressed.
dope as hell.
That's hilarious. Anyway, Joe,
When are you going to start a podcast?
See, it's funny. It's funny that you should ask, Robbie.
Uh-oh.
You see, me and a couple of friends of mine, Marino Alzakis, or Stuke, as you know, and one Scott Eikenberry.
Eikenberry.
Well, we're working on a podcast, and it's still in its inception phase. Inception, the movie.
Yes, for sure.
But and I don't know how much I can talk about it because, like, rather, I don't know how much there is to talk about.
Sure.
Well, what's like the basic idea? I kind of know because I know everything, but what's the basic idea behind the podcast?
Yeah, so part of it is, like, I'm back here in Chicago, but in the suburb, and closer to them too. So it's an excuse for us to get together and play board games and stuff. But basically, it is a board game podcast, where we're three grown men. We're going to be playing children's board games, nostalgic board games. The first one we played was Mousetrap, which I have never played before until the other day.
I can't think of anything more nostalgic than Mousetrap, and I don't think I've ever played it either. I think I was just like always like, do the thing that makes the fucking thing trap the mouse.
We're missing pieces.
I gotta say, it's not worth it. It took more time to assemble the game than to play the game. I don't know if that says anything. But there's so many podcasts out there by like big podcast boys and gals that go to Gen Con, the board game conventions, and like there's these crazy board games out there that take like 5 hours to play, and there's a million like instructions and cards and shit. There's too many podcasts out there about that. There's not enough podcasts about the easier games, your Mousetraps, your Shoots and Ladders, your Candyland. So that's the market we're trying to life.
That's awesome. And I believe you guys have a name picked out, I believe.
Maybe.
For the podcast?
For the podcast, yeah.
We don't want to. You don't want to.
No.
Don't Wake Daddy.
Oh. You're gonna get subscribers just because they're gonna think it's
something else.
A little sexy time. You know what I'm saying?
It's ASMR. Somebody like, I don't want to wake you, Daddy.
I hope that people think we're affiliated with Call Her Daddy.
Ooh, maybe.
Right?
Absolutely. That would be nice. We'll try to get her on the show next.
What's her name? Alex? No.
Alex, yeah.
Alex.
Not that I know. It's fine.
Yeah.
I've come into this crazy time in my life now where I don't know if it's the lack of things to do like that are fulfilling in my life, but I'm all about internet drama. I love all the stupid TikTok drama. I'm like, Bryce Hall's gonna fight Austin McBroom. Any logical person has no idea what I just said.
I don't know what the hell
but I love it. I know it's trash, and I'm all about it.
I'm not. I can't keep up with anything. Like, honestly, that fucking lingo these days, I can't keep up. I'm just stuck into 2013 and I can't get out of it. So
wait, are your dentures falling out? You fucking old man, loser.
Geriatric millennial, Jordan.
Honestly, somebody will. Well, I mean, we've talked about it before, but they'll be like, "Yeah, no cap." I'm like, "What the fuck are they even talking about?" I don't.
No cap, Jordan.
Yeah. You're like, the cap seals in the freshness. You can't lose that.
No. So Don't Wake Daddy. That's an interesting topic. I used to think that board games were for children, and similarly to children's movies, I would be like, I'm an adult. Why would I take part in that? But then Steph loves that kind of stuff. So one day we watched like Despicable Me, and I was like, this is gonna be the worst. And then like 3 minutes in, I was like, I like the Minions. They're funny.
You fell in love with Kevin, Bob, and Stuart, didn't you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then
big time.
Same way we would play board games at her dad's house, and I would kind of be like, I don't want to fucking play board games. But then like halfway throughout the game, I'm having a blast. I got fucking chips everywhere. Like what? They're very fun actually. If
you're get the fanning right yourself with Monopoly money, you're like, sorry, I can't hear you over my millions.
If you get the right company, like a board game is definitely super fun. For sure.
Yeah.
So I will definitely be tuning in because I want to know what goes on with Mousetrap because I never played it before.
It's a roller coaster, let me tell you.
When you said it took too long to set up, did you guys ever have Domino Rally when you were little?
I'm sorry, what?
Domino Rally?
That sounds like
Are we talking about
the Furious character?
He's like the villain.
Yeah.
No, it was like basically just like dominoes that you like knock over and they fucking make a shape. You know what I'm talking about? But it was, I can't even remember what the actual thing is, but it was just a million dominoes, and it came with like this little truck that you could like stack dominoes into like a chute, and this little truck would like put them down for you, like in standing up. And we played it one time because my dad was literally gonna beat my ass because there was fucking dominoes everywhere in our house. And yeah, that's I just remember that. I'm gonna have to look that up if I can like put a clip in or something.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, I hate to call you an old man again, but we're talking dominoes. Like, come on. I was playing with squirt guns, Jordan.
Yeah,
I was a cool kid.
Pokemon cards.
Yes.
This was like 6 years before Pokemon was like a thing, I think.
I wasn't even thinking 6 years before Pokemon.
Honestly, you are technically younger than us, so
that's true.
What, by a year or two? But what is your starting Pokemon? If you're taking your Game Boy Color, you're popping in Poke Red, click
specifically
it on.
Gen 1 Pokemon Red, Blue.
Yeah, like your basic Bulbasaur.
Okay.
Squirtle.
Oh, dude, that's a good question. I actually rotate between the three. Like,
sure.
When I was a kid, Squirtle all day, every day.
Okay. All right.
I thought Charizard was cool when I grew up. I'm like, but right now, I think I'm a Bulbasaur man.
I'm a Bulbasaur guy myself, so honestly, I can totally feel that.
He's cuter than the other two. And Venusaur is a fucking tank, dude.
Venusaur is a tank.
He's for sure a tank.
With that. I like Squirtle, I like Charizard, whatever, but maybe it was like a precursor to me becoming a stoner when I turned 20, but like I was all about the leafy Pokemon. You know what I'm saying?
I just thought about this. Squirtle becomes what? What's the second? Wartortle, and then the last one is like Blastoise or something, right?
Yeah.
Why does he have like fucking cannons coming out of his fucking shell? Why did he just evolve weaponry?
All the other people, hard ass, dude.
All the other people just got like bigger and like maybe more hair.
He went through some shit. He was probably put in a lab, was experimented on, and got mechanized tubes on him.
That's interesting.
Kind of sad, actually.
We really need to stop government testing on these Pokemon. You know what I mean? This is a cause that I'm serious about.
Okay,
enough is enough.
Guys, this is the entire story behind Pokemon the first movie. They were experimenting on Mew and created Mewtwo.
That's true.
That's true. I forgot.
Did we just create a movie even though it was already made? I think so, actually. Damn it.
It means we're on the right track, though. We're coming up with some good ideas.
I got another one. It's about toys who come to life. But only when there's nobody around. Like, that's a big part of it.
Like when the kid leaves the room?
Yeah. And when they comes back in, everybody just drops. It's pretty cool.
Can the star of Home Improvement be a voice in that one?
Yes, actually. Okay, yes. We'll do that. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joe, you mentioned something before we came on the podcast that I thought was interesting. You asked me and Robbie if our conversations had changed, or do we think about our conversations differently now? Something like that. Robbie, answer.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my little content, quote unquote, light bulb goes on more often, where someone will say something, or I'll be like, for example, surfing realtor.com, and there's like a bottle of Jergens next to a bed, and I'm like, that is a kid's jerk off room, you know what I'm saying? Sure. But so like little things like that kind of change. Not so much with people personally, except for like Jordan, or you know what I mean, the people who I'm actually creating with. Because then I feel like like I think you said before, Jordan, we're like wasting conversation when we're not recording it, you know?
Yeah, no, yeah. I feel like when we're actually recording, I'm way more conscious of not being super offensive, I guess. Like, not that I normally am, but I feel like I've tiptoed into some areas where I've been like, that would be funny to Robbie by himself, but Robbie plus 61 other people
60
might not be a
61?
good idea.
Only
So
for now, right?
Yeah.
I agree too. I have more confidence, I feel like, to say just crazy off the wall shit though.
Yeah.
Like I'll
You
be
know-
like, I'll suck his dick, and people are like, what? I'm like, oh, I forgot. I'm not trying
You're not
to
on the pod.
entertaining people right now, right? I'm just being normal.
I think that I also like beat myself up over like the smallest like verbal typo. Like I'll just be like, yeah, you got to put that shoe on your right foot. And then while I listen to it back, I'm like, you fucking son of a bitch. Why the fuck would you say that?
When you're listening back to the record.
Yeah, like if I don't edit it out because it's
Yeah.
not that important, I'm just like, everybody is laughing at you. I can't fucking handle it.
They
It sucks.
hate you.
But
Well,
I don't know.
you're like on an island. You're kind of all alone while you're playing games. Do you feel pressure to like keep the conversation going? Or are you comfortable just like diving into a game for a little bit? And
Like specifically when I'm streaming, like live.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good question. I think it's better to like be talking constantly, like when you're streaming, because like people aren't gonna watch a stream where, I mean, well, they might, but I feel like people are more likely to hop into a stream where the guy's like, or the person that's streaming is more entertaining and like engaging and talking to the audience, which is tough when you don't have anyone in your chat. So you kind of just have to like talk to yourself and be like, whoa there, partner, what are you doing in this game?
Sure.
Sure.
No, there definitely is a pressure to be on. Like when it's tiring streaming, like it's draining. Like when you're live and performing, probably not unlike being on the podcast right now. Like I don't want to say a different, you're like a more what's the word, extreme, for lack of a better word, like version
it's a different
of yourself.
energy.
It's a different energy. You're performing, you're like I mean, as much as this is a conversation, we're like still like, you know, putting it on a little bit, right? For the cameras, for the
of course.
Are we oh yeah, showbiz.
I'm always like this, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We have like a safety blanket though, because we're not live. So
oh yeah.
like, even if I did say something goofy or whatever, we could always just
horribly
edit it out.
offensive as usual. Jordan just says the worst shit. You know what I mean? So.
No, I'd love to do a live podcast. I just don't know fully like when we're gonna do that, I guess. And I'd like it to be like a good setup, not us being like Zoom's not acting right, or you know, like whatever the fucking situation. We'll probably do it on Twitch, honestly. Because we actually have a Twitch.
Seems to be the future. Yeah, we do.
Oh, you do have a
now,
Twitch.
So.
Yeah, we made one, and then
we follow you. So.
Stuke randomly followed, and I was like, "Oh, great! Now he's gonna expect shit." Like I don't know what's gonna happen. I was thinking maybe we'll do like a trial run with just Stuke watching.
Yeah, just not tell anybody.
Yeah,
anyone that follows you is gonna likely get a notification though when you're live. So,
I'll just disable followers.
Yeah, no followers, right? That's so funny. Know, yeah, I love Twitch.
When Stuke started streaming, that's when I was like, this has got to be harder than it looks, actually. Because I've watched Joe stream a few times and Stuke stream, and like both of you guys seem comfortable, actually, even though I know that it's probably not something you would like seek out on a normal, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't think that you'd be like, yeah, let me just fucking, you know, be on camera for 4 hours in my room.
It is a little like awkward because you got like lights on the cameras and shit, and like everything you're doing is live and being recorded. I am mindful of that. But it's I mean, like I'll play a video game, or I'll stream and I'll be like talking or whatever, and then like I may turn off my stream and just play by myself and not say a word like for like 3 hours, you know?
Like, thank God. Yeah. Well, and you stream on Twitch with CSZN Chicago, right? Comedy Sports Zone.
Yeah, I do. I do improv, like so live, you know, like Who's Line type stuff with Comedy Sports Chicago. I'm on their minor league. So they have minor league has shows every Wednesday night, but like Comedy Sports has content like almost every day of the week. But yeah, I will perform live and do the sillies, the laughs, the goof 'em ups, you know.
That's pretty
dope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is cool. I hop in every now and then, but it's like, randomly on like a Thursday or like a Saturday, I'll get a notification and I'm like, where's Joe?
I literally didn't
Wednesday
even know
nights.
that was a thing. So thanks, Robbie.
I'm obviously just a better friend than you. I
Didn't
mean,
even
that's
realize.
just what it boils down to.
What is
I'm
it?
number one.
Let me just put it in the bottom here. Let me just, what is it? What is it? CSZ what?
CSZN.
Chicago.
CSZN Chicago
Yeah.
on Twitch.
Wednesday night, Jordan's going to be in the chat. He's going to be like, Joe, I'm here. I'm the best friend.
I'm not there every Wednesday night, but I usually post on social media when I'm playing.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's so cool, dude. Honestly,
cool.
I was happy to see you get into that.
Thank you.
I don't know
Thank you
if
so much.
Word. Oh yeah, you're welcome. I don't know if Word got back. You are my favorite member of First Rule of Fight Club, including all current and past members.
Yeah.
Future.
So cold.
So what, Jordan? Oh yeah, I forgot you were even in that band.
That's rude.
What did you do?
I was there.
What did you?
I was just looking good. That's all I did.
You just stood there and looked good.
Actually, I just became more and more deaf. Actually, as we kept going.
Yeah.
We practiced in a very tiny room.
Played way too loud.
Every time I was like, I can't hear myself very well. I'll just turn up my amp. Everybody else began to just turn up their amp. So then it just was like a never-ending cycle of deafness.
I was just thinking how like gracious and kind and generous my parents were for letting us perform loud ass metalcore music in their house. Like if my kid asked me that, I'd be like, hell no. You guys
for hours.
Do you remember?
Didn't they run a business out of that house too? Like were there people coming over?
Yeah.
Do you remember with that light up box, we like fucked it up and we had to rewire it and we like shorted out your dad's house like 3 times in a row and never once was he like, that's enough. He was just like, you did it again. I don't know what your dad sounds like. I can't remember.
Like,
but yeah, that was awkward. Then we went to my grandma's house and fixed it before we played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like while I was like waiting, we were like waiting to play, right? A couple.
Yeah. Oh, we were at the Oasis, and y'all had to like go to like the hardware store or something.
Yeah, we had like the wires on the wrong terminals, and like every time you plugged it in, it just like zapped the entire neighborhood. It fucking didn't work. It was not good. And we were like, I swear this is how you do it. And then we put them on the right ones, and we're like, oh, never mind, it was on the wrong ones.
Hey, looked pretty slick though.
We were ambitious. We had a lot of heart. We had a lot of heart.
Yeah, it was. It's hilarious and fun times in my life. It was definitely fun.
Yeah.
Like Sawyer could always listen to those recordings and be like, these are mediocre at best.
That rhythm guitarist though.
Stuke will probably be like, those fucking drums.
Yeah, right. You guys were dueling lead guitarist, let's be honest. Like you both played some pretty fucking intense shit. I would just thank God every day that I didn't have to play. That would have ended Jordan and my friendship if he would have been like, hey, play this at this part, and I would have been like, never gonna happen. We'll never be able to play.
Stuke and I have talked about it a lot because like Joe and I both have different ideas about what we wanted to play, but because we had that, it was like exciting to collaborate, I guess. I don't know. It was fun. It was definitely fun. There were some things that like you brought up that I was like, I don't feel that in my heart, but I'm gonna play it, and then it ended up being like a great idea. You know what I mean? Like, just some things that like, I don't know. You get into some weird tendencies when you start playing a lot, and you're just like, how about like a chun 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 chun, and every single song starts to sound the same.
And then
nobody's
Papa Rodriguez is downstairs like, another fucking breakdown every fucking song.
Is that all these guys do?
Can't you have a bridge in just one of them? Like
he's like trying to like make a bagel in the fucking toaster oven, and his fucking lights turn off. He's like, fuck!
It's like I'm imagining the plate like rattling across the fucking the counter.
That's hilarious. But no, dude, that was definitely a super fun time in my life. I'll always be proud of those songs because they fucking rock. Honestly,
they're good.
There's some really good songs.
I mean, I don't have any recordings. I think I have some on my old laptop, like some like demos that we did, but I don't have any way to listen to them. So like every now and then I'll go to the whatever the fuck Pure Volume or
sure
a Reverb, whatever website we have the Dream Big hosted on, and I will listen to it from time to time.
Yeah,
it's a pop. It's a good song.
Can you text it to me? Because I've been looking for Dream Big for like 2 months, dude. I can't.
Yeah, dude.
I've been wanting to play it.
it's always an adventure when I look for it. But
Yeah.
I'll
Jordan
text
has
you.
them in his email somewhere because I used to
Yeah,
have like
dude, I
3
used
or
to-
4 of them in my email.
Yeah, I used to bother you guys with fucking every 2 minutes. I'd be like, new t-shirt idea. How about a black shirt with a yellow question mark?
TYSM demo question mark, new breakdown question mark.
Oh,
I
dude,
found a lot of
it's
those.
too much. Yeah. Steph I'm embarrassed about anything I do, including this podcast. So I will never mention anything to anybody in public, but Steph does it for me basically. So like randomly she'll just be like, yeah. And he was in a band, and it's of course somebody that doesn't know that. And they're like, oh really? And I'm like, yeah. And then I have some of the recordings, and I hate it. I hate the feeling of them being like, this is better than I thought it was gonna be. I'm like, fuck you. How about that?
Yeah, thanks a lot, jackass, right?
Like, this is 17 years ago. But
it's like almost 9 years ago when you think about it. It's because
Seriously.
2020. That's friggin' insane.
yeah, for
So-
sure. But
So Joe, what's what's the plan for your life?
Ooh,
he's living in Chicago.
The-
He's going
the
back to
whole
Chicago.
life.
the whole life living in going back to Chicago, continuing to stay in
50-year plan.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, my 50-year plan. I don't even know
Yeah,
if I
let's hear it.
anticipate being alive in 50 years. Wow.
That's a great
true.
point.
Yeah, honestly, we're all on the way out. Honestly,
Well, we're all vaccinated, and that's going to turn us into zombies. So
I'm only
Can't
half.
wait.
So I'm
You're
a
gonna be half a
couple-
zombie.
Yeah, I'm only
Yeah.
half. I got what on the 8th, I think June 8th. I think we got to go.
What
back.
are you?
And what am I?
yeah,
you-
what are you?
What
team?
are you? What team?
Pfizer.
Hell yeah.
And you know,
yeah.
I told Robbie this the other day that this is so stupid, and Stuke would for sure be like, "You're the dumbest person on the planet." But they asked, because I think it was like the CVS we went to was like only Pfizer. I don't know if they had both. I can't remember. But when they mentioned it was
Both.
Pfizer,
Not even
I was
Johnson and Johnson.
oh yeah, sorry.
Fuck
yeah.
J&J, bro. Talcum powder fiasco. We're moving past them. But anyways,
when they mentioned it was going to be Pfizer, I was like, fuck yes, I get to be a part of the same group as my friends. Yes, like I was so excited. And I was like, I would hate to be like you guys all like collectively playing hopscotch, being like Pfizer's better, and I'm like Moderna.
Could you imagine being a Moderna cuck?
dude,
Can you say that on the
fuck
stream first of all?
that.
Yeah. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
play it. Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Cheers.
Could you
We
imagine?
No
made
holds
fun of the
barred.
Holocaust last episode, so
Yeah,
we're
so-
fine.
No, we
Cut that out, cut
didn't.
that out.
Time out. We did
Oh,
not make fun of the
no.
Holocaust. We just pointed out that our buddy Eddie was a little selfish for
Yeah.
escaping the Holocaust.
Yeah,
right?
and
Was
claiming that
was?
it was his own personal hell.
Oh,
Anyway.
his
Oh,
his
no.
personal hell. It's like you lived, bro. God.
Yeah.
Anyway, hopefully none of your friends are listening to this joke. 'cause
Yeah,
they're
let's
gonna
cut
hate
this
us.
part out. Let's
So-
cut this part out. And let's go.
Scene.
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
But
Well-
yeah, a Moderna cuck. Fuck that.
Moderna cuck.
Well, I think we're about up to the time that Zoom's gonna be like, hey, fuck
Yeah.
you guys.
Okay.
So thank
This
you,
is
Joe,
longer
for
than
coming
normal,
on.
I think, but
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
a little bit, little bit.
delightful conversation.
Honestly,
I
yeah.
really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Anytime,
Yeah.
bro. You can catch Joe live streaming when Monday, Tuesday. What is it? You got an actual schedule?
I try to do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Central.
Okay.
I'm not always as consistent with that just because things come up at
Sure.
doing that. JoeyRodie,
Joey
Yeah.
Rodie on Twitch.
on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, I do the whole thing. The
Is
whole
it just
Follow
Joey
your
Rodie for
boy.
all of them?
JoeyRodie for all of them. Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna put them on the
Nice.
screen. So there you
Oh,
go.
please do. Thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for coming in.
Right
Thank
here,
you guys
right
for
here,
listening.
right here,
No,
right
I'm not doing
here.
that. No, this is a
Oh.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Thank
Joe,
you guys for
if-
listening. This
Yeah,
has been
thank you.
episode 21. If you want, send us an email to fuckingidiotspod@gmail. Because we're getting some random emails from people that we don't know,
Hey.
and it's
Shout out.
slightly alarming, but also kind of cool at the same time.
Yeah.
So feel free.
Yep.
Rob, you got anything?
No, you pretty much covered it. We love you guys, and we will see you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Joe.
Happy or sad, it's story time with